Welcome back to another video, guys. My name is Ben from Flow Brackets, and today we've got in this really cool Lexus LBX Morizo RR, which is a really cool car because it's a compact SUV using GR Yaris running gear. And today we'll be doing a OEM Plinth Delete on the front of this car because the OEM Plinth that Lexus gives you is way too oversized. Now, there are a few limitations with our miniature Plinth. It is miniature in some ways, but there are some limitations. It's more of a blanking style, and you'll see soon once we remove everything, because once you remove this plinth, they will reveal some cavities that you do need to cover up, which our part will do. Let's get into it. So the first thing that we need to do is just remove the number plate. Usually it's just held on by a couple of screws. Just normally use a Phillips head screwdriver to remove the screws. This one's got a cover, so we're removing that first, and then remove the two bolts holding it onto the giant OEM plinth. Once you remove the number plate, you can now remove the two bolts holding it in. Just use the same Phillips head screwdriver to back them out. And just slowly wiggle your way out. It'll just pop off just like that. So now that we've jiggled off our OEM plinth, we can see that it reveals this on the grille. As to why it's designed like this, we have no idea, but we are here. So what we've done is made a miniaturized version of the OEM plinth, hence the name OEM Plinth Delete. So deleting the OEM plinth and replacing it with our miniature part. Now, if you were to take off the OEM plinth and put a number plate straight onto this, it probably will work, but it won't look very good. Same goes for our traditional black plates in New South Wales. If you are wondering, a JDM plate does cover the majority of that, but that still requires you to drill holes into your brand new grille, and that's not what you want to do. That's why you need to get our plinth, which is what we are almost going to call a blanking style plinth, which it goes into all the cavities, covers everything up, and gives you a modular system, which allows you to put any number plate bracket onto it without drilling into your car or your number plate. So with that explanation out of the way, let's get into installing. So the way that we've designed this miniature plinth is we've accommodated for all the little cavities. There's also a little tab that will hook underneath this for extra support. So you need to push it in this way and push up to lock it in. If I can just align it like that, then push it in, it'll clip in and stay put. Now all you need to do is send in the two screws, which we do provide for you. So these are replacement bolts made out of stainless steel and then powder coated black. If you wanted to use the OEM bolt, you could probably do that too, but we think that this is a nicer solution. All you'll need is a 4mm Allen key to do this, and that's on there, super strong. Now that we've removed the OEM plinth and replaced it with our part, it's time to move on to the next step, which is choosing the right bracket that suits the style and size of your number plate to bolt onto this system. We pretty much have a number plate bracket for almost every number plate in Australia, and there are a lot, so just make sure that you do get the right bracket. I'll show you a few examples of what they could look like. If you had a standard size number plate, then you grab a standard bracket and you'd bolt that on first before you bolt your number plate to the bracket, and it'll look something like that. If I can align that. If you had Euro plates, you'd grab the Euro bracket, you'd bolt that on to there before you can bolt your number plate on. And the end result of that would look something like that. If you had JDM plates, grab the JDM bracket, bolt that on. In this case, you could almost go to any height that you wanted. And once the bracket is on, bolt your number plate on, and it would look something like this. Now, this is where the limitations come into play. 3 to 4 character slimlines in Victoria are very small, and the footprint that we had to work with is larger than that. So once you get the right bracket for this number plate and bolt it on, it will look something like this. We still think that this is far better than mounting your plate directly to the grill without our part, or even worse, mounting it onto this, which is even uglier. So limitations nonetheless, but still better. New South Wales 3 to 4 character will face the same problem as well. But for today, this customer is going to put on Victorian slimlines, and we'll show you how clean we can get that looking. So Victorian slimlines, you're going to need our SL2 bracket, and this is the beauty of the system. It becomes modular, meaning you can bolt on and bolt off any number plate bracket, provided that the slots line up to the brass fittings. There's lots of different slots, and I think jumping from one slot to the other is quite a big gap. So we've actually placed the brass fittings in what we call half a slot so that you can get that finer adjustment. But I think there looks pretty good to me. So the final step is to bolt your number plate to the bracket. This customer has optioned for some security screw fittings. It's just a bit of a deterrent and makes it harder for thieves to steal your number plate. Now that we've done the front, let's move on to the rear, and I'll show you the better way to mount number plates onto this car using one of our brackets. All right, the first thing that we're going to do is just remove the covers first so that we can get access to the bolts holding the number plate on. This install right here that's probably done by the dealership is probably what people might think is okay. It's just not something that we would do, only because the metal of the number plate's actually quite sharp, and over time it will vibrate and start cutting into your paint, and that's probably something that you want to avoid. So we're going to take this off. It's going to reveal the 2 holes that are in the back of the car, and our bracket will go to that, giving you a much more secure fitting. We've taken the plate off. It's going to reveal this. These 2 holes in almost every Japanese car is going to measure from the center of this hole to the center of this hole 210 millimeters apart. Most of our brackets will have a provision for that. Sometimes they have a vertical adjustment in that bracket, or sometimes it's just a slot, but the majority of all of our brackets will go to that. And another thing to point out is why we don't like plates hard up on the bumper. As you can see, someone's installed this onto the car, and this hole there and this hole there does align with that in the number plate, but to install covers onto this, they've used a screw that's slightly too long and pierced the paint on both sides. And that is definitely something you want to avoid. And I'll show you how to get that done using our bracket. Just pop in the bolt that's supplied in the kit, turn it over, put on our self-clinching spacer. Self-clinching meaning that it clinches on and it won't fall off when you're trying to install. Just a handy feature that we have. Do the other side, put the bolt in, turn it over, and then put the self-clinching spacer on, and then we can install our bracket onto those 2 holes. I almost forgot, I have also put onto the back of this bracket a double-sided tape patch. I've only stuck it to one side of the bracket and I won't peel this side, and the purpose of that is that in the event that you're washing the car and you do push the bracket up against it, the bracket won't touch the paint. It'll rub up against the pad, which is going to save the paint. So now that I've explained that, now we can finally install. And the final step is to get your number plate onto the bracket, again using the same security screws that this customer has optioned. And that's the cleanest way to do a OEM Plinth Delete on a Lexus LBX Morizo RR. Now, just a few things to remember, guys, that this is a 2-part mounting solution. That means that you need 2 parts to complete the 1 mounting solution. And that consists of a miniature plinth that suits the car and a number plate bracket that suits the style and size of your number plate. And these 2 parts make 1 solution. If you guys need help identifying what bracket that you need for your number plate, reach out to us at flowbrackets.com.au and we'll be happy to help.